What's up, you guys? My name is Henry. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made, and I still can't believe, $145,000 this month trading stocks. I want to be clear, this isn't investment advice or me trying to flex. The goal here is to peel back the curtains and show you guys some clarity on options trading. It's not easy being this transparent on the internet, but I want to show you guys how one guy who focused on developing his knowledge in trading was able to build a portfolio that does this well in some months, but not all months, of course, at just the age of 26. I feel like being this transparent is my duty as a financial YouTuber, so let's jump into my portfolio and discuss high level the strategies that got me here. All right, guys, so this is my personal portfolio. I'm going to be discussing my positions here and why I do what I do with options. Okay, guys, so for the day, it's about $16,000, and if I click the 1 week, I still can't believe that. It's about $79,000, which is absolutely just insane to think about in 1 week. I've never made that type of money, and I never thought I would make that type of money going to college. Anyways, on the 1 month, we have $147,000, and all my option positions are right here. So I'm going to be discussing my positions over here, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of put options being sold. Most of my positions are me selling options because that's actually how I generate income. So I'm going to explain to you how I do this, and if you don't fully understand, but you do want to understand how options work, and you want a program that teaches you step by step exactly how I do this, well, I built a step-by-step program on generating weekly income using options. A full education, just like a college degree, in one simple, easy to follow program that's pre-recorded and yours to keep for a lifetime. I've tested the program on hundreds of students and spent my entire year making sure that I can teach anyone options trading, even a complete beginner, because it's been my dream to have the best options trading course on the whole internet, because I saw so many ads of people just claiming that they're gonna make you rich quick. They're claiming that they have the best information, but I actually wanted to have the best information. And I think option selling generally is much better than buying call options, because when you buy options, you have a high likelihood of losing your money, but when you're selling options, you're generating income. The entire program is life-changing. The students absolutely love it, and it is on sale. It is linked below, and if you want to get stupid rich, I'd love to have you. So basically, we're down $3,000 since I've kind of been talking here. And essentially what I do is I sell put options. So when you sell put options, you're essentially saying that, hey, if a stock goes down, I'm ready to purchase 100 shares of that stock. So right here, as you can see, I have American Airlines 11.5 puts, and I've sold them. What that means is I'm obligated to buy the shares, and this is not a bad thing, because if you look at American Airlines, it is currently $15 per share, but I'm saying that 11.5, I'll be a buyer. And guess what? For being a buyer at a lower price, I'm literally getting paid for it. 40 bucks, $42, $54. I have Apple as well, because I would like to have Apple at 113, and let's take a look at what price Apple is right now. It's at 116. So I'm saying here, guys, if the stock falls, I'm selling insurance. I'm getting paid upfront right away when I sell a put contract. And I'm not only getting paid for that, I'm ready to purchase shares at a lower price than they are today. So basically what I'm teaching here and what I'm learning and doing with options is way safer than stocks. I don't care what anyone says, it is safer than stocks, because I'm executing on a strategy called the wheel, where you're selling puts to get into a stock, and then once you get put a stock for a lower price than it's trading at today, you are then selling covered calls to generate more income and actually make money on top of a stock that you already own. So those two things that I always am doing. I'm selling options on both sides of the equation so I can collect the juicy time value of options, and most of the time they expire worthless. So most of the time I'm making money, and this is way safer than stocks, because when you own stocks as a shareholder, if the stock goes down $1, you lose $1. But when you're selling a put option to get into a stock, you're already choosing a strike price that is below current market valuation. This is the exact strategy that Warren Buffett uses. This is the exact strategy that I learned on Wall Street. This is the same strategy that I've been learning for over 8 years now and perfecting. And essentially, as you can see here, I'm always selling puts on companies that I like to own here. And again, you know, this isn't Photoshop or anything like that. You can see the account is live. So I have Boeing, I have Alibaba, I have Salesforce, I have DraftKings. So DraftKings is something that I do covered calls on. Essentially what that means is I'll buy 100 shares of a stock, and then, you know, since I want to generate income, I'll have 100 shares and then I'll sell call options on top of that stock so I can generate income. And I'll actually go for weekly income. I'll go for every single week selling options. That's exactly what I teach in the course, because it just makes the most sense. When you're selling weekly options, you have the least amount of time for something bad to go against you. And even if things do go against you, like I mentioned, I have a non-losing strategy. Of course, we can lose money. People do lose money in trading stocks, but you have a non-losing strategy because you're getting into a stock that you already love, that you already wanted anyways, for a lower price. And once you get that stock, you make it work for you by selling covered calls. So let's keep going down the list. I have DraftKings. I've sold puts. Like I said, I've covered calls, so I have shares of that stock. I've sold puts on JP Morgan. I'm doing the same thing every week, week in, week out. We have Palantir puts, we have PayPal puts, we have Virgin Galactic puts. And as you guys can see here, I'm selling covered calls on Tesla stock. I have 9 calls sold, and it makes me a weekly income of between $500 to $1,500 a week. And essentially that is a lot of capital. I do understand that I do have a lot of shares of Tesla. I recently have added to my position. I've only had about 400 shares, and I recently pulled the trigger on Tesla. I just feel like Elon Musk is doing the right things. I've been watching other YouTubers, so I've just been encouraged to buy more shares of Tesla. I've had a lot of Tesla, and a lot of my gains have been due to Tesla. Literally, probably 70% of my returns have been due to Tesla, but 30% of my returns have been due to selling covered calls. And it's really one of the best strategies to use. I've just been adding to my portfolio every opportunity that I get. I've been putting a lot of money into Tesla, and I've recently shaken up my portfolio a whole lot. I've sold a lot of my positions, and recently I've just sold out of so many different positions that I've had. I literally sold all my positions before Thanksgiving, and I just wanted more shares of Tesla. So I decided to sell all my NIO stock. I've decided to sell all the stocks that I talk about on my channel and just put it all into Tesla stock. And then I decided to sell a covered call option for this week because I wanted less work to do. I wanted a more clear path on holding a concentrated position. As a 26-year-old, it just makes a lot of sense for me. I don't mind taking the extra risk because my risk tolerance levels are probably way different than yours or anyone watching this video, because I make a good income and it doesn't really matter to me if I were to lose the money. I have that much belief in Tesla stock, so I don't care putting, pretty much a lot of my money or most of my money into Tesla stock. And as we keep going here, obviously I was talking about a covered call on DraftKings. I have Amazon, and there is Tesla, baby. I put all my money into Tesla. I've had it for quite some time now. And this week I decided to double up on my position. I had about 400 shares earlier in the week, then I bought 50 more. And then on Monday, I was just like, hey, I want to go double, baby. I want to put everything into Tesla, and I want to just bet hard in life. And I think that's what it takes to be successful in life, guys. You want to be positive. You want to stick through things. You want to keep onto your promises. You want to stick to your word. You want to stick to your ambitions, your goals, your dreams. And for me, I believe in Tesla. I believe in my YouTube channel. I believe in helping people with my course that I developed and I spent an entire year on. I believe in helping other people and having other people achieve more success. And as I gain more success for others, I will also reap the rewards of helping my YouTube family. And basically, that's what I'm saying, guys. Do your research. Use me as an example. Use me as encouragement. Use me as motivation. Whatever it might be, reach out to me. I'm happy to help everyone because essentially this has changed my life. Learning how to trade options took me from having to work a 9-to-5 job that I really don't like. I don't like being an employee. I wanted to be financially free and I want to help others. So that's the whole reason I started this YouTube channel. And I've been kind of hesitant to share my performance because, well, it is a little bit uncomfortable. I don't like flexing, and I was just brought up not to really show off. And I hope that didn't come across in this video. I just really want to help people, and I hope you guys got a lot of value out of me showing my portfolio, especially what I've been able to do with, recently added to Tesla stock, but really a lot of my gains have been through options trading, through selling these put options, through doing credit spreads. Credit spreads are phenomenal, and I teach that in Module 8. It shows people how to grow small accounts into big ones. You don't have to have 100 shares. So a lot of my strategies that I'm using requires 100 shares, and I do often trade credit spreads. I don't have a lot of time this week to do that because it's been Thanksgiving week, but I do trade credit spreads. And essentially what credit spreads allow you to do is, instead of having 100 shares when you're selling a put or owning 100 shares of stock and selling a covered call, when you have spreads, you're going to buy one leg of a put option and then sell another leg that is very close to that other strike. So that way you have a spread. And it sounds very complicated. And essentially credit spreads are all the way at the end of my course because in Module 8, it is kind of difficult to learn credit spreads. You no longer need to have 100 shares. However, you do need to now trade multiple legs of an option. You need to have 2 different contracts open at the same time. It's a little bit more complicated, but I make sure to explain it very, very well and make it super easy for everyone to understand. So guys, I just want to recap and tell you some of the thoughts that I have. To be honest, if a broke kid like me, I grew up with nothing. My parents are Eastern European immigrants, can achieve something like this I think anyone can too. I'm not saying you should invest in Tesla like me because you don't have my risk profile, but I am saying that you always want to keep learning and upgrading your mindset and belief system. You want to invest in yourself, and when it comes to investing, I truly believe that options along with stock ownership is the formula to get you to financial freedom fast. The Weekly Option Income Academy is built by me and the hundreds of students that are in it, and I take all their feedback very seriously. So I hope you join the program, and I'm super excited if you do. It's been a pleasure talking with everyone. I don't take a single day on YouTube for granted, or being alive for that matter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you champions back here very soon. I love you all. Be aggressive in learning, but be safe in investing.
No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle.